What was this week's Superhero Times deal with making me reference shows that I already covered? Like, literally, in a span of like 2 years. I don't know, it's really fun. But also, I kind of wish that I actually would have filmed my reaction because next to Yasunobu in Bunbunjar, didn't know that those two are going to just show up out of fucking nowhere. That was genuinely fun. On to the intro. I truly enjoyed this week's episode, mainly because it felt like what the show should have been from the get-go, having Hotoro join a bunch of clubs in his high school to help the people that are in the club to achieve their gacha, while at the same time dealing with growing up and becoming an adult. Then do the big alchemy fiends, actually make it scale up. Just saying. So the main plot of the episode is Hotoro and friends are back at high school, which it means that they already had their summer break, which is an odd thing to not even mention, even once, and it's not like, oh, spring break. It's very much saying summer break, because literally Hotoro said they were actual seniors now. It's kind of weird. I don't know. It's odd that the show never mentioned it. It's like, oh, hey, summer break is done. I'm a senior. Hey, but at least now they had the perfect excuse for not having the school theme for pretty much the last 20 episodes. It's been a while since we actually focus on them being high schoolers. Also, Kajiki was there, without any mention of Starshine. Sigh, this episode could have been an S, but Starshine isn't with us anymore. He probably died in their, conquest of getting a season 2. Please, Toei, give me a season 2 of Futopia High. But the main crux of the episode is Hotoro and Ko are helping the high school drama club, which weirdly isn't popular. I don't know how the fuck that works, because if you really think about it, the cliche clubs in high school, how much my high school didn't really have clubs. We know about the drama club. The drama club is the most popular one to use in media, and in GOTCHARD's universe, it's oh no, who fucking cares about the fucking drama club? The drama club isn't popular. There's a bunch of fucking nerds. And it's weird. But the school gave the drama club an ultimatum. It's hey, you at least need 5 students to be in the club. Or if you don't, we would just disband the club. Again, it's a weird thing to do, because I still believe that, how much the drama club is a bunch of fucking nerds, but really? Theater kids. Theater kids is a trope in high school fucking material that you would do, from fucking tokusatsu, to anime, to manga, to fucking American fucking shows. It's literally, theater kid is an actual term that people actually use on a bunch of weird people. But the entire plot is mainly surrounding on the drama club and its leader wanting to perform the story of Romeo and Juliet, which ties into the main plot of the episode. That was their class, which Minato is back at fucking teaching. Okay, that's an odd thing, but fine. They got a new transfer student that already knows Hotoro, and they kind of hit it off, mainly to set up the very obvious Hasagawa thing, which proves to me everybody that reviews GOTCHARD never watched the Hasagawa show. From the beginning, I said, it's a Hasagawa show. Hotoro and Rine are going to get together, which can clearly see the person that from now on I would just call Neon, because she genuinely looked like Neon for like the longest time, and I was like, is that just Neon's, like, does Neon has just a younger sister and just decide that Neon looks like, if it's her dad, her or her mom, is extremely strong, like Brock Lesnar, like DNA strong? Because for fuck's sake, look at his kids. All of his kids are just like, that's just a female Brock Lesnar. There's just a smaller Brock Lesnar. How the fuck that works? But yeah, like, you can clearly see Neon and Hotoro like hit it off like no time has passed. And it's the first time the show actually tries and start to succeed with evolving Hotoro and Reine's relationship, with Reine being visibly uncomfortable with how Hotoro and Reine are interacting, specifically where you can clearly see she does have clear intentions and clear emotion towards her, towards him, while Hotoro is just oblivious to everything because he's a dumb ass. And having Neon being the human foil for Reine was great because she never really experienced that in her life. Like, if you think about it, this is a lot more complicated with dealing with Amalgam, because there isn't really a black and gray situation here. It's not the Amalgam is the bad guy. The girl is doing everything that she thinks it's right because, hey, like, I didn't think that you and Hotoro are a thing. And even she comes out and like ask her, hey, are you Hotoro are a thing? Like, she like genuinely like tries to be nice. Again, yeah, she's human, she's complex, but any other writer would just write her just straight up as a bitch that doesn't like Reine because, oh boy, fuck, like boys having like girls that are friends. Which is weird that a lot of men think that way too. While I truly enjoyed seeing Reine actually get more and more development, because I think Reine as a character is strong, but the problem with Reine's strength also come with her weaknesses of like not getting enough airtime, and that is bringing Atropos into the plot, which brings her to the status that, in my opinion, she should stay the entire time as the show's biggest hater. Oh my god, like the idea that she actually convinced Neon that Reine sent her to kill her is absolutely hilarious. Like the idea that she actually convinced that, yeah, I sent to kill her, and she was doing this as genuine revenge plot, just to get to Reine for killing her dad Garyon, which does fully negate the entire, like, Atropos is a 1500 years old mummy. No, she's just one of like Garyon's little puppets, which I do like the like amalgam of the episode being like a bunch of the puppets just forming into one fucking being. That was cool. I just love that entire thing because like Atropos being a hater is the thing that I never thought I needed, but I want it. I want more of it. I want Atropos being like the total bitch that she can be, like a total bully. Just go full Christian Cage with her. Oh, that'll be so fun. And Neon was also great because you can clearly see she doesn't actually act out of malice towards Reine. You can clearly see that she had a crush on Hotoro for a long time. And again, how much she does get into the stereotype of like, oh, fuck you, you bitch. But that was clearly after like pretty much getting overly emotional and pretty much getting set off. It had at least some build up. Like, I liked it. While let me kind of drift to the Three Dark Sisters, I genuinely loved what they're doing with Atropos right now. Please keep it up. Like I says, is now Kyoka's assistant, which, like, for fuck's sake, Hyoka, at least you could have given her, like, new clothes. Like, give her some overalls. Like, I understand that image is quite nice to look at, but it's like, for fuck's sake, I don't believe that she can, you know, work like that. Like, come on, she doesn't need to work in high heels and a skirt. Why the fuck you could just give her overalls? That would be hotter. I would stop talking. While Koloff is slowly becoming the second best character out of the Dark Three Sisters, because right now Lakis is kind of getting less and less interesting, because Koloff actually has this conflict of like, fuck, like, I want my sister back, I want Lakis back, like, I truly believe that Atropos would actually forgive you, while Lakis is like, no, she's not going to forgive me, she's going to kill me. And like, Koloff is ready to fight to get Lakis back. Like, as a character that was just pretty much the stereotype of like the big strong woman of the group, to a character that is actually conflicted within the two sides of the story, is interesting. And it's something that, again, I actually love about Koloff and what the show is doing with Koloff. Tell the truth, if the show would have continued forward with, I think, the same directions they had, is pretty much probably like Koloff dying first. And like, she would be just this very much non-entity of a character. While like Lakis could have been more interesting. I don't know if they would have turned Lakis like good, but it's like, it feels like a lot of like Atropos kind of like stays the same, with her being very much loyal to Geryon and wanting to actually have her revenge of killing her master, which is weird because it's like, the actor didn't got his flowers from what I've seen. I've looked it up. I would look it up even now. Let's look it up. Let's look it up together. Come on, guys. Let's look it up. Come on, my internet is going really fast. That's nice. That's nice, Geryon. Let's look at his actor. Did he get his flowers? Oh my god. He actually is married to fucking the girl that fucking was Mari? What? He's married to her? Okay, like, that's actually kind of cool. I don't know. Wait, did he actually get his flowers? No, it doesn't seem like it. But hey, maybe he did and we just don't know it yet. But yeah, like, having her saying that at least Geryon died is a very interesting thing, which kind of like maybe tells us that or Geryon is dead or he's not, which is going to be interesting if he ever going to return. But it was kind of interesting that Lakis in the end kind of saved Koloff, specifically after a Spanner that was very much a non-entity for this episode. He whooped her ass and called her like a monster or a hideous being, and she told him, like, hey, don't call us that. And like, he didn't really finish her off, or it shot Lakis, they kind of disappeared. I don't know, like, that part was not that interesting, but the rest of the episode was fucking great. I genuinely enjoyed it. Like, I just wish that the show would have started off this way and like slowly escalated, because tell the truth, like, I wish the show would have like started this way, like, and slowly like escalated to the big like thing with Geryon, like start small scale and then go big, and not start big and go small scale. It kind of like the pattern and pretty much the way that the pendulum swing, it's not like in a very like big swings and then goes down. It kind of starts and goes and starts and going, and it's like, oh, I wish you would have done that. But yeah, I hope that the show would continue with this route. I genuinely like this episode. I'm sorry, this episode gets an A. What you thought about GOTCHARD episode 30? Comment below, let me know. In one point, we're going to get Legend. Like, he is in the fucking like bumper. Where the fuck is he? And also, Toei, bring me Futopia Season 2. And you all just subscribe to my channel. And have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.